Today we are going to make Alma Thomas inspired dot day artwork. We're going to use dot markers to make little dots that become big circles all around our paper. We're also going to learn a little bit about patterns. To start our Alma Thomas inspired dot day project, we are going to be getting our first materials. So if you are sitting in seat number 2, you are going to come get the pencils from my desk for your table. If you are sitting in seat number 1, you are going to come get the tracing plates for your table. Everybody should have one plate and everyone should get one pencil. We're going to start by writing our name on our paper. I'm writing Miss Moss, but you are going to write your name. Once you've written your name, you're going to flip your paper over so your name is safe on the back. Now we're going to take our tracing plates, flip them upside down, and set them on the middle of our paper. Then you're going to hold it down with one hand, take your pencil, and trace all the way around the plate. You might need to move your hand out of the way so you can get the whole thing traced. When you're done, pick up the plate, and now you have a circle on your paper. You're going to put the pencils back in the container, and I want the person sitting in seat number 3 to bring these back to me at my counter. I would like the person sitting in seat number 4 to get the 4 plates from your table and bring those back to me as well. Now, I am going to pass out a messy mat to everybody. Make sure you have it opened up, and you're going to put your circle paper on top of the messy mat. Now today we're going to use something new. We're going to be using these dot markers. Now everybody has one of each color at their table, so you might have to take turns using them. If everybody wants to use the lime green, you're going to have to take turns. Only one person can use it at a time. If you cannot handle using these dot markers the correct way, I'm going to give you markers instead. We need to take care of these dot markers, so I want you to listen carefully and follow my instructions. The basket of dot markers should sit in the middle of your table so that everybody can reach it. Do not pull it around to see in it better. You can see all the markers clearly. You're going to pick your first color. It doesn't matter which color you start with. I'm going to start with green. Now we're going to try to make a dot in the very middle of our circle that we just drew. You're going to unscrew the cap, set it on your messy mat so you don't lose it. Now these are brand new, so they're not all ready to go yet. You're going to start by just kind of pressing it down on the paper. When you pick up, it should have a dot left behind. If it doesn't, try it one more time, and if it's still not working, raise your hand so I can help you. Now, we're going to use this very same color, and we're going to make dots that go all the way around our circle. Do not draw with the dot marker. That's not what these are for. We are making dots because it is dot day. So you'll start at the top, and you'll make a dot. Then you'll go right next to it and make another dot. You're going to do this going all the way around. Remember, if I see you using these dot markers the wrong way, I'm going to take them away and give you markers instead. You don't need to press down a lot, just a little bit, and the color will get on your paper. Once you have gone all the way around that circle, you're going to put the cap back on your dot marker. Make sure you screw it on all the way and put it back in the container on your table. Now I want you to pick your second color. I'm gonna pick blue. You can pick whatever color you want. Unscrew the cap, set it back down on your messy mat. I'm gonna make dots that go all the way around that very first green dot in the middle of my paper. Okay. Now that I've gone all the way around that dot, I'm going to go around the outside of this big green circle that I have. I'm just going to go around the outside of it. Now, when you're getting over here towards this edge, and it looks like the dot marker is going to go off the page, it's okay as long as you have your messy mat underneath. You can do it where it's going onto the messy mat. Now, we're not putting it on the messy mat just because we want to. It's only if it's going off the edge of the paper that it gets on the messy mat. Remember to be careful not to get your clothes messy with these dot markers because it is paint. So lift your arm up so it's not pressing against the paper. Once you've gone all the way around that circle, you're going to put the cap back on the dot marker and put it back in the basket at your table. Now you're going to pick your third color to use. Again, it doesn't matter which color you use. I'm going to use the light purple. So remember, you unscrew the cap, set it on your messy mat, and this time we're going to go around the blue dots that we made. With the purple, I'm going to go around my blue dots. Remember, yours might be different colors than mine, and that's okay. And I'm going to go around the blue dots on the big circle as well. When you're getting up close to that top, you might want to pull your paper down so you make sure any extra of the dot paint goes on the messy mat and not my table. And you'll do the same thing at the bottom, except you'll push your paper up on the messy mat. Now that I'm done, I'm going to put the cap back on, turn it on all the way tight, and put it away. Now I'm going to pick my next color. I'm going to go with yellow. Okay. Remember, you take off the cap, set it on your messy mat, and now we're going to go around that ring we just made. For mine it's purple, yours might be a different color. And same thing, we're going to go around this outside purple. You're going to see though that it won't go across all the way at the top. You're just getting on the corners of your paper at this point. This makes it look like your circle is growing so big it's growing off the paper. Once you're done, put the cap back on and put it back in the basket. Now you're going to pick your next and last color. I'm going to pick the color red. Now I'm going to go in that space that I have left behind. And I'm going to go do my corners of my paper. When you're done, make sure you put the cap back on and put it back in the basket at your table. Now that we're done with our Alma Thomas Dot Day project, I'm going to come around, pick up all of the baskets of dot markers. And because these are still a little bit wet from doing our last color, we're going to take our Dot Day project on our messy mat and we're going to put them at the drying rack at the end of the tables.